if we can get down there and get a fish to bite and get him to the bank if we do hook one. Man, he's pulling through pretty fast. I think we'll catch a couple fish. I think it's gonna be tough to get big numbers of fish because it's just ripping through so fast. Who knows, I could be wrong. It may turn out to be fantastic. We're literally fishing what's normally dry, and there's a couple big rocks right there. You gotta be real careful. You wanna get down in that dip, but you don't wanna get on the rocks. He's on them over there. It looked like he had about a 10 or 12 inch sauger. He flicked it back, so it looked like it was undersized, but still, that's promising. I got something hooked up here. I don't know what, but anybody's guess is as good as mine. Feels like it might be a hybrid. Could be a catfish. See what we got here. Oh, I got him foul hooked. That's why he's doing that. That tells you how many's out there. Look at there. We're gonna turn him back, so they get a lot bigger when you get them hooked up there like that. Look at that. That's such a pretty hard fighting fish. It's a hybrid bass, and there are a ton of these out here, but man, when you get one hooked up there, not in the mouth, it changes the game as far as the level of fight. Pretty fish. You can catch a little bit of everything, but these are one of my absolute favorite fish to try to catch. They're just hard fighting. And this is a decent fish, but this is a small one compared to how big they get. 12 pounders, they're here. But we're not keeping any fish today. I just come down here to the Falls, Ohio strictly for the fishing opportunity. Like I say, you never know what you're gonna catch. And there are just so many feeding fish in here right now because of the amount of bait spawning. All right, let's get it back. There he goes. The Ohio River's been so far out of its banks with the massive flooding we've had. Everybody's been wanting to get out and fish, and the conditions just haven't been favorable. Now that we're starting to get where you can actually get close enough to the water to make a cast, you're seeing a lot of fishermen out. So getting hung up with somebody is part of the deal. You come down here, getting hung up on the bottom and getting hung up in other people's lines, that's part of it. Everybody wants to get out and take advantage of what this river has to offer this time of year.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go. Here we go. That's a sauger. What do you know? That's a good size sauger right there now. Now these, if you're wanting to eat fish out of the Ohio River, these are the delicacy of the river. Now they got to be 14 inches long, and that one definitely is 14 inches long. I'm not keeping fish today, but I got a feeling one of these guys with a stringer will want this, so I'm gonna see if he wants it. You want this?
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go. I got something. Might be a sauger. Sauger. So that last fish, that last one I had, is actually a walleye. There's several different species down here that are very similar. This is definitely a sauger. You see the spots? Have to be 14 inches to keep it, and I think this one's gonna be a little short. Here we go. What we got this time? This one doesn't feel as big. Look at at here. We either got a white bass or a hybrid. Looks like a white bass. I tell you what, there are a lot of white bass in this river. Some of the biggest white bass I've ever caught in my entire life. Not been out of the Nolan River. It's been right here. And they're in the spawning run. You can see this fish is milting. See this? That's what you can tell. You can tell they're in their spawning run. But this is a little small. But when they come in big numbers. So maybe we can catch a few more. There we go, got one to hit. Just hard fighting fish. You can see how much current you have out here and how much wind. And that's not a giant fish. You're looking at about a 12, 13 inch fish, but man, they fight so hard. Anybody want this?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Here we go. We could have had another sauger. Man, I tell you what, this is crazy this time of year still catching sauger. You know, this is typically thought of as a cold water fish. Such a fun fish to catch. I tell you what, if you want to venture down here in April or May is a really good time to come down to the falls for this shad spawn. Everyone's down here fishing, using a bunch of different techniques, catching a bunch of different species of fish. Bring extra tackle, bring a lot of patience, you will catch fish.